Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and I don't wear short socks and I don't short stocks. And I've got someone following me today. They're like, dude, I want to hear about the penny stocks, bro. Well, that's fine. So, it's hard when you're out here on the street. You don't know who you're going to run into. But I want to preface this video, and this is the case with all my videos. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It should not be considered a recommendation to buy or sell a security. I'm sharing this video for entertainment purposes only. So with that being said, I'm gonna have a little bit of entertaining chatter here. Interesting to see how the markets have changed depending upon, you may not have even speculated with penny stocks before. You may have, but one thing's for certain, the markets have radically changed. And then also at the bottom of the barrel, especially the pink sheets, which if you're not familiar, it's the lowest tier of publicly traded stock on the OTCB, the OTCBB, the over-the-counter bulletin board. So they're the scummiest of the scummy, but the problem is a lot of them now, they're not able to be traded by a lot of brokers. So that's made it kind of interesting. Then you're looking at, I know that I've been looking for a while at a lot of the bottom of the barrel. I like to call them delisting plays. It's probably not a technical term. You're probably up there and you're a little Wall Street place, being like, man, who's this idiot with a stupid accent with socks pulled up high? Well, that's me. But those types of plays, they're interesting because often the big boards like New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, American Stock Exchange, etc., a lot of those bigger boards have listing requirements. So if the price per share of a stock dips below X dollars per share, whatever it is for that exchange, they can become delisted. And a lot of the time, some of those stocks are heavily shorted. And it's one of those situations where you're entering what's called you're expecting a short squeeze. I don't short stocks. I don't short stocks, and I don't wear short socks, as I mentioned. But if a condition known as a short squeeze occurs, that's a situation where rapid price per share increase may be experienced. So that's, and a lot of those, let's be more technical. I'll call them distressed big board stocks. Ones that are possibly going to become delisted. So sometimes there can be a turnaround. Sometimes they can do what's referred to as a reverse split, which isn't necessarily always a bad thing. In the micro cap world, the OTCBB, over-the-counter bulletin board, a reverse split is often always negative because it's, if you know the terminology, the slang on the street, that's right, the street slang, they say wash, rinse, and repeat. And that's what a lot of these lesser regulated pink sheet companies, etc., will do. They'll do a reverse split, and then it starts to cycle again. Boom, another reverse split. It's often not a good thing. Today's market's different, and like I prefaced this video with, all of this is for entertainment purposes only. But looking at it from an potentially entertaining perspective, something that's interesting. If you look at stocks that pay dividends, there are a lot of stocks that pay hefty dividends that appear to be at least temporarily beaten down. So what I like to do is, and you can find a lot of screeners where you can screen for stocks that pay dividends and then look at the frequency. A lot of those distribute dividends monthly, some of them are quarterly, but you can kind of see what their what their dividend per share is now and the frequency. And then, you know, history doesn't always repeat itself, but if you look at the historical dividend per share, you can kind of, you know, it's all for entertainment and speculation, but, you know, you can often spot trends and speculate as to where, you know, that might be should market conditions turn it around. So, you know, for that reason, I think this is, and y'all comment below and tell me what you think, but I think this is an opportune time to step away from the micro caps. You know, micro caps are fun. A lot of fun can be had with micro caps, but in this market today, as I mentioned previously, I don't short stocks and I don't wear short socks. So since I'm not a shorter, I don't really have any reason messing with micro caps right now. So it's kind of an accumulate and hold type situation. At least it is for me. You know, accumulate, watch those dividends hit. You know, I like the ones that have monthly dividend distribution. And I just like to watch the share quantity increase month by month because I use DRIP, dividend reinvestment program. So it's not as exciting. I mean, yeah, you're probably not going to be sitting there watching the L2, level 2 quotes. You're not going to be dealing with the penny stock bashers and the penny stock cheerleaders. So from an entertainment perspective, dividend stocks are boring. But they can provide entertainment. But I kind of look at it as you know, get to know the market, or get to assume that you know the market and try to accumulate, because when and if market conditions change, which historically market conditions have always changed. So I mean, there will possibly be opportunities in the future, and there may not be. You know, maybe even these seemingly decent, somewhat distressed dividend paying stocks, maybe some of those will go to junk status, who knows. But that's kind of the approach right now, is just screening, finding those, you know, do your own due diligence, exhaustively analyze whatever. And again, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell security. I'm sharing this video for entertainment purposes only. But there's a lot can be explored if you look at those screeners that showcase dividend stocks. Look at their current price per share. Look at the frequency of the dividend payout. Look at a historical record of, you know, what the dividend per share was, what it is today, what the share price is today, what it was in the past, and, you know, look at the news, kind of in your mind, develop a profile of that company. I don't know, just want to share this video. Hope it was entertaining. Comment below. Be sure to subscribe and check out all of my penny stock videos. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.